Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, beautiful little bee. As usual, I don't have a lot of time, but I don't have as much time as I would like to do a reading, as I would like to go with it. But we have a full moon tomorrow. At 8:22 p.m. EDT, so is that Eastern Standard Time? So that means 6:22 p.m. in California. It says April 13th at 0022. I love that. I think it's Greenwich time. So apply to which day? In the night of Friday, it will be. It is referred to as a Paschal moon because it is the first full moon after the March equinox, which set the date for Easter. So Passover starts also on Friday, and that lets us know that on the 20th, the week after, will be Easter. So these should be some very the word that's coming to mind is uplifting, spiritually in any case. Some very strong, deep energies, reminding us of what Christ did for us, of the gift of God to our souls, the gift of forgiveness. That's something that's big that we should remember. So I'm reading a little passage of the Moonly app because not everybody knows about Passover. So here it is. It says that this is an ancient Jewish holiday that occurs on the 14th day of the spring month of Nisan, according to the Jewish solar lunar calendar. See, I didn't know, and I was talking about that a few days ago, based on the fact that Passover is never on the same day. I was like, I wonder if it is, like whichever holiday, if it's based on the moon, and it is. So, Pesach or Pesach is Hebrew for Passover, commemorates the deliverance of the Jews from Egyptian slavery and the Exodus, from Egypt described in the Bible in the book of Exodus. During this period, God sent 10 plagues to Pharaoh, demanding that he let his people go. The final plague, the death of the firstborn, ultimately led to Pharaoh allowing the Jews to leave. For 7 days, believers celebrate physical and spiritual deliverance. On the eve, they do a thorough cleaning of the house. According to tradition, it is necessary to remove chametz from the house. Grain foods unleavened, macaroni, cookies, beer, bread, etc., matzah, a flatbread made of unleavened dough may be prepared during this time. The days of Passover are considered holidays, with work forbidden on both the first and last day. People organize a festive dinner known as a seder, where they extend invitations to relatives, the poor, and those spending the holidays alone. The meal includes symbolic foods: the shank bone, zeroah, which symbolizes the sacrifice in the Temple of Jerusalem; the bitter herbs, myrrh, which reminds of the bitterness of the slavery; chopped apples and nuts mixture, haroset, symbolizing clay from which ancient Jews crafted bricks; hard-boiled eggs, and horseradish, beitza, and hazoret. I hope I pronounced the words correctly or close enough. During dinner, each Jew drinks 4 glasses of wine as a reminder of the promises God made to his people. The 5th glass, untouched, is reserved for the prophet Elijah, believed to return to earth on the eve of Passover to proclaim the day of the Lord. The believers recite prayers, psalms, and holy books, and at the end of the evening, the adults hide a piece of matzah for the children to find. That's cute. The final day of the celebration should be spent in dancing, singing, and joy. Passover symbolizes the awakening of spring, the renewal of the world and man, his freedom. So happy Passover to those who celebrate, and even if you don't, because this is a day of anyways. There is another holiday. Okay, I'll read you. It's Hunaman Jayanti. So we have two holidays this Saturday. It's dedicated to the Hindu deity Hanuman, who symbolizes courage, selfless humility, and devotion. Hanuman, who is also called Anjaneya, the leader of the Venaras, who are half humans, half monkeys, and are great warriors. Hanuman himself is also often depicted in a monkey-like appearance. He is the son of the god of air and wind, Vayu, and the Apsara of Punjistala. Okay. How to spend the day. The cult of Hanuman is one of the most popular in Hinduism today because he is known for his friendliness. He is considered the patron of science and research, as well as rural life. Most of the states of India celebrate Hunaman Jayanti on the full moon of the month of Kaitra, March-April. Hanuman was born at dawn on the full moon. The holiday begins at dawn in houses and temples with sacred chants and rites of worship. Praising hymns, chalisas are heard everywhere. Hanuman is presented with cinder, fruits, especially bananas, and betel. It is believed that the veneration of Hanuman during the year creates a good attitude of deity towards you and allows you to share some of his characteristics, which are courage, determination, devotion to belief. Hanuman's strength symbolizes the unlimited potential and strengths that are inherent to everyone. On Hunaman Jayanti, it is good to light candles and aroma lamps near the images of the deity in order to attract his grace. Hanuman is usually associated with the red color, so on his birthday put on clothes and jewelry that are orange and red. In food, it is best to choose red fruits and vegetables. It is favorable to read Hanuman Kalisa and Hanuman Hashtaku as well as mantras. The Mula mantra of Hanuman is one of the main mantras of Hanuman. It protects from dangerous situations, helps in overcoming difficulties, and in achieving well-being. Repeat Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. The Gayatri mantra of Hanuman is a mantra that protects from danger and negative influence of planets, in particular Saturn and Mars. I can't read the following. Let me try. Om Anjanaya Vidmai Vayuputraya Dimahitano Hanumat Prachodayat. I hope it wasn't butchered. And if you're lucky enough to get a chance to feed a monkey with a banana today, be sure to seize the opportunity. It will certainly bring good luck. Very cute. Okay, let's get going with our message for this full moon, shall we? Oopsie. I got so hot while I was doing this lecture. I'm going to use this deck since we have a lot of, not that we don't have Indian divinities on the Angels Among Us, but I'm feeling this one today, so. S'il vous plaît, nos anges et guides d'amour, which divine energy is going to be with us on this full moon, of the Pascal full moon, s'il vous plaît. Okay, we have the Holy Spirit, loving that. Expect miracles. I'm going to take those two again too. Just out of curiosity, we'll just do the... But I feel like it's interesting because this is like a Trinity thing, and I want to let us know what they are. Anyways, with the Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. This is a wonderful energy to have for this time, right? And we have to keep faith. And it's funny, we're talking about Pharaoh. So keep faith, humanity, and benevolence. This is beautiful, this card. I don't think I ever had it in a reading. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others, see the light in the world. And Serapis Bay Ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. That's the idea of having faith here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Shekinah. Loving this. I have the energy of the Holy Spirit here also with this dove-looking bird, connections to the world. That sign that I've been seeing many times this week. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life, which is also very much of the energy of the end of Passover and that celebration, that Indian holiday I was just reading you about. Very nice. This is not the first time I believe we have a moon reading where we are called to expect miracles. I'm fighting with my cards again. Do I want to have the Holy Spirit? No, that's holding the card here. Here we go. Anyways, I don't feel like there is much more to say with the Holy Spirit as a divine guiding energy. This is, we can hardly ask more. This is the energy of God with us. I'm so grateful. And so understanding based on the fact that we are at this time of the year. I just noticed how the bird is going, the dove-looking bird is going in the cup here, which to me is like a blessing, the miracle obviously, but like a wish come true. This is a miracle, a wish come true, something new that's like being sprung at us, like sent to us as a miracle that we don't expect it. And you have the wings open over here, and the same here, the same thing here with this picture. Granted, the creator of the deck, the same creator created these images, but then they don't all have open wings like that. So anyways, that's the energy there, and I wanted to take a saint because we're close to Easter. So I'm going to use a saint as the overall energy. Let's see what this card is going to tell us, what this deck is going to tell us, s'il vous plaît. It's saints and mystics, so which energy is also guiding us at this time, s'il vous plaît, nos anges équipes d'amour, s'il vous plaît, share Holy Spirit, and I can see the name, Shekinah. Before I get to that, I want to read about Shekinah. I'm not familiar with that. There is a moon on her forehead. Shekinah, Shekinah, Shekinah. I mean, no disregard to the Holy Spirit, but we're all grateful and we know that energy, don't we? Where is Shekinah? Oh, the Shekinah, alrighty. The sacred self, unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred wisdom of light. So, about this. It's the twin flame of the Holy Spirit. Holy moly, I'm glad I read it. I had no idea. Who knew the Holy Spirit had a twin flame? It is the female aspect of the God particle creation energy. I'm blown away. She is more of an... No wonder we have the opening bird and the bird going in the cup. She is more of an essence than a being, but has the ability to show herself, quote-unquote, in ways that we will understand. She is acknowledged in the sacred teaching of Judaism and also called the Sophia of Christ. I'm blown away here because the Holy Spirit is the energy, to me, of Christianity, whereas she is the energy of Judaism. Also called the Sophia of Christ. The Sophia is the wisdom in the Gnostic Gospels. She is power. I took a minute because I was thinking philosophy is the love of wisdom. So I hope Sophia is wisdom. Sophia la sagesse. Yes, I think it's wisdom and not the love. Which we have love here anyway, with all this wonderful godlike energy. She is a powerful female voice of spirit who is here to bring about equality and to help the world move on from the male-only image of God. She reminds us that God is all loving and all accepting whenever she appears in a reading. She points out the change makers, the love creators, and gift sharers of the world who are here to unite all hearts around the world. The extended message of this oracle is don't feel the need to hold back or dampen your spirit. This is a time to celebrate. There is a feeling of dance and joy around you at this time as you fully recognize your splendor. You are a sacred being who defies gravity every day just by being alive and brings a sense of balance and equality to the world. So there is something I'd like to talk about after getting those two cards here where I'm so touched and humble and grateful. This morning I follow a really fun group on Facebook. It's called Understanding Tarot, created and worked on by the creator of this book. Here, if you can see, Understanding Tarot, with Pam Richard. She's a very fun lady. The people of the group are very fun and exciting and everything. Anyways, there is a game called Guess the Card, and it's very fun. They put a picture of a tarot deck. They put a picture of a card from a deck that looks different from your typical Tarot de Marseille or the Rider-Waite-Smith, and you have to guess it based on your knowledge of the card or even what the card inspires. It's just a fun game. But as I was trying to guess the card and writing and reading and thinking and quote unquote cheating in the sense that I was like, okay, in the tarot, because the card would make me think of a word, and it's like, okay, enlightenment. So it's like, I'm like Googling what card could bring up enlightenment, and I mean, no card made whatever had been posted in the description, but it brought up a bunch of questions on Google, like tarot and the Bible. And, can Christian do tarot? Is it like, does the Bible? And as a card oracle reader or somebody who practices, I believe in God. I believe in the power of the divine. I believe in Mary and the angels and our guides and all that. But you always wonder, like, would God be angry? I don't think that God. That's my belief. I'm only trying to talk about the love of the energies around us. So, but still, you wonder, and there was a lot of stuff about that, about how Christian condone this and that, and the card that I pick for this reading, as I had like some kind of doubt or something, is like the Holy Spirit and its counterpart. So another thing, we have female and male energy together. I'm gonna leave the twin flame side aside, because to me this just talk about the two energies working together. Okay, twin flame is something I started hearing about only when I went back into doing the tarot. I never heard of that for 20 years or plus. My mom never talked about it as I was growing up, and she was into the tarot and astrology and all that stuff. So, this is my personal thing on it, but it still talks about team and completion in the sense that we have all the element, action and fire and emotion and love, and so I'm feeling just blessing and beautiful stuff with that. Okay, parenthesis closed. Back to that, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges guides d'amour, which energy on top of this divine energy is guiding us here, s'il vous plaît, surrounding us during this full moon time. What do we have here? Santa Muerte. I love this card. That made me buy this deck. I discovered her with this deck. It's a beautiful energy, a renewal energy. This is another deck that made me buy Santa Muerte because I want to discover a little bit more about this energy. Santa Muerte is the Holy Death. With the Holy Death, we have... Oh my God, look at this card. We have... I'm feeling just such well-being with... Oh, and the candle stopped. So that definitely talks about some renewal here, new start, new beginning, blessings, protection. Let me try and work this. Of course, I'm fine. Let me pause this. This is bad. Okay, that was looking a little bit disorganized. Santa Muerte, the holidays. I like how there is the energy of renewal that's like whispering to the ear over here. I can't help but thinking of the ancestor in Coco with this look here. At the bottom of the deck we have Saint Martin Caballero. I am not going to spend too much time on this because we got to get with the reading, but there is lots of blessings in this reading. I'm very, very touched. Let's read. And we have number 15 with Santa Muerte. Patron Lady of the Night, Death and Time Immortal. The feast day is November 1st. I love how this is like super light and the night, like how you have protection day and night. Nuestra Señora de la Santa Muerte, Our Lady of the Holy Death, as she is formerly known in her native Mexico, is a female folk saint venerated in Mexico and southwestern America. Santa Muerte's Spanish name translates as Sacred Death and is often incorrectly identified as a Grim Reaper because of her aggressive and startling appearance. Her absence of skin shows us that she is not bound nor distracted by fickle personas or human image. She is raw and has no need to hide. Santa Muerte is a powerful guide with the ability to navigate us through the depths of darkness. She represents the mystery of life through the essence of death, showing us that death itself is not the end. Amazing that we are having this energy in the Pascal time since, Easter is the death and a resurrection of Christ. I couldn't think of the word. Santa Muerte is a powerful guide with the ability to navigate us through the depths of darkness. She represents the mystery of life through the essence of death, showing us that death itself is not the end. She holds multiple forms and guises, and even her various icons are worshipped with alternate colored robes, representing her multi-faced aspects. I love how there is a purple which talks about the opening of the brown crown chakra. In love, Santa Muerte shows us to respect ourselves and others, as well as opening the heart to accept love when we resist it the most. Emotionally, Santa Muerte has no time to waste on hesitancies or doubt. She comes forward and tells you to be whole, to be bold and deliver, now or never. It's now or never. Spiritually, Santa Muerte provides protection against battles and provides safe delivery into afterlife. When working with Santa Muerte, you will begin to see owls and crows appear as her messengers from the spirit world. Consciously, she does not work a long time as we know it, but recognizes powerful moment and psychic energy when it arises. If there is justice to be served, she will break everything down and set the waves in motion. Santa Muerte aids and assists her devotees across all walks of life, no matter skin color, income, or appearance, rich or poor, a good Samaritan or thief. She sees all as equal being. She is called upon for aid in legal matters, love, prosperity, health and healing, safe passage, as well as protection against black magic, hatred, assault, and violence. This is something we need right now. She provides protection to those in the police force, LGBTQI, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex community, martial artists, outcasts, and people in profession of dangerous kinds. In ritual and prayer, she accepts gifts including coin, aloe, plant, marigold, flower, rum and tequila, Florida water, incense candle, and water. The invocation, O Santa Muerte, I pray to thee. Of holy death I come to see. Protect and guide me from dangerous minds until the end of time divine. Beautiful. If you want to take a screenshot of the prayer, of the invocation, here it is. Okay, awesome, beautiful energies. Now, s'il vous plaît, les guides, of course, I'm going to do this for a short reading, and this is happening to be a long one. So, I'll be late, as usual. S'il vous plaît. Nos anges et guides d'amour. What is that? We have an Ace of Pentacles, and that looks like an Eight of Sword. It feels like you're getting out of this anxiety with a new idea. Okay, so I'm going to use the Full Moon Tarot, and now we have the Ace of Sword. Amazing. The Full Moon Tarot spread from the blackcattarot.com. S'il vous plaît, nos anges et guides d'amour. Help me provide the messages for our little bees for this full moon, this Pascal full moon, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges et guides d'amour. What do we have here? The Queen of Cups. We were talking about love. This is love right there. Give love. Now, I love how the Queen of Cups has what looks like a sword on her left hand. She's looking to the right, so she's looking to the future. I don't remember ever noticing a sword with the Queen of Cups. So we had the Ace of Sword that jumped out, and I'm distracted because I'm late. I gotta get back to work. But I don't want to stop. This is too beautiful energy. So let's stay in the bubble. What is it that our little bee need to let go right now, s'il vous plaît, nos anges et guides d'amour? What do our little bee need to let go? Just the world. Let go of the world. To me, it feels like you want to be recognized. You want the world to know who you are. You are worried about succeeding. You are worried about being recognized. You need to let go of that need. You already are there. Let go of trying to shine, because you already are shining. You have this divine protection. You have this divine guidance. You have, it feels like, Santa Muerte, with it being this, was thinking like, I'm thinking Hades, which is not, because, but with the death like that, I'm thinking, being on this plane. And with the Holy Spirit, I'm thinking being on the higher plane. And with the world, we're thinking of accomplishment and recognition. And you need to, with this crown of success, I'm also like picturing like Caesar. Stop holding on to that image. Of what other people see you like. Your success needs to be within. So let go of, I'm thinking people pleaser. Let go of trying to get recognition from everyone. This is not what this is about. You have the recognition of the divine already. You have the protection of Santa Muerte. You have the recognition of your ancestors, I feel. Stop trying so hard. Let go of the idea of what you represent to other people. Okay, interesting. How can a little bee reach their full potential, s'il vous plaît, nos anges et guides d'amour? How can they reach their full potential? That is a Seven of Wands. Keep on fighting with the Holy Spirit here. Interesting. See, we're telling you here to let go of the idea of like being put on a pedestal And in this case, we're telling you, keep on fighting for what you believe. This is what's important. What you believe, what you feel is what's important, not what people, not what you, not what you look like to people. What matters is what you believe, is what you feel, is who you are, not how you want to appear. I love this. And I was hesitating taking the Tarot de Marseille because I usually take the see I was like, oh, I'm going to take the lunar because people like to look at the more current decks, for example, and here I am. No, it is a Seven of Wands. I hope I'm not getting confused because with this deck, like, I'm always confusing the sword and the wand, but I do believe this is a wand. So keep on fighting for what you believe. This is how you will reach your full potential. I mean, it makes sense in itself. What is coming to light for Annie Leby right now? S'il vous plaît, nos anges guides. What's coming to light for Annie Leby? I'm going down here. What is coming to light? I wish you could see. Okay, you know what? Here, let me do this. What's coming to light for Annie Leby right now? I thought we had the Ace of Cups earlier. But that's the Ace of Cups. And what's coming to light is a new way of dealing with your emotions, is the promise of new love. It's a promise of a new emotional way. What's coming to light is possibly love of yourself. Once you give up on trying to be a people pleaser and trying to make people, once you give up, what's the idea I'm trying to get here? Once you stop worrying about this image you give to the world and you keep on fighting for what you believe, you will learn to love yourself and be loved. I mean, there is a new opportunity of love with this Ace of Cups. So new start emotionally, like new emotional growth. Anyway, this is just coming to light to you right now, what you're capable of emotionally. A new start. We have all this new start here, with the death of the old and the protection and the excitement that spiritual opening too, with this purple I see with that Santa Muerte card over here. I wish I could spend more time on this. Apologies. What is a divine message from the universe here for Annie Leby, s'il vous plaît? Divine message for Annie Leby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5 of Cups. Five of Cups is grieving. What are we grieving about here, s'il vous plaît, nos anges guides d'amour? Justice. This justice has open eyes. I have to read what... Oh, there is nothing in here. And I don't have... I want to see what the 5 of Cups in the Tarot de Marseille is. Because it is a divine... I mean, maybe you will cry, that... Okay, I think I got... I'm going to tell you what I got here, and I will try and go read a little bit before... giving a final opinion on a feeling on this. But if the Five of Cups is something about grief, some energy about grieving, and this is a divine message based on all of this, and we have the Justice as a clarification card, and you have this new start. I mean, starting a new anything means giving up something that we were used to, and since you have to let go of this concern of pleasing everyone like that, and to see how people to worry about how people see you, it's not an easy feat. So you could grieve the old you. That rebirth with new emotion definitely can come from you saying goodbye also, and saying goodbye to anything is difficult. It calls for tears. The Five of Cups in which deck is that? In the Divine Tarot is represented by La Llorona, so that is very deep mourning. But with the Justice, there is a notion of finding balance and but like the universe, like if something is taken away, the universe will replace it by something to find balance. So not to worry, you will find balance again. Is what I'm getting here. But let me see if the Tarot de Marseille gives the same message as the Five of Cups for the Five of Cups. Okay, let's discover this together. The Five of Cups. In this card, the central cup is decorated with brilliant flowers. That marks the emergence of new emotions that can go further, such as fanatism. Okay, so be careful because you have this that's coming to light as new emotions. So be careful, especially if there is a discovery of faith that can bring you to fanatism. So a euphoric emotion that brings us to a supreme being in whom we think to be so. Cinq de Coupe, the Five of Cups Tarot, represent a failure or an unsuccessful attempt to fulfill one's ambition. Here, we had this ambition. You will feel terribly disappointed at a situation that has not yet happened as you hoped, and instead of discovering new horizon, you will regret your fate. The Five of Cups Tarot revealed that the cause of regret is more emotional than financial. You are quickly disappointed by life and increasingly pessimistic about your future. The Five of Cups means you have a hard time giving up the past, as we saw, and learning from your mistakes. It often reflects a person who's stuck in the past and unable to open up to something else, which makes him or her miss new opportunities. The bitter memories of the past continue to haunt you, and you often blame yourself for those mistakes and inadequacies. At first glance, it seems that there is no solution, but Tarot always shows problems on one hand and the solution on the other hand. Forgiveness, which is what we talked about at the beginning of the reading, and resilience after an emotional loss are needed. If you are upset with another person's actions, your heart will find the strength to forgive, which will free you from disappointment. You may also need to reevaluate the expectations that led you to this disappointment. Here, I mean, you clearly have high expectations. Did you expect too much? Remember that we also all learn from our mistakes. Think about what brought you there and what important lesson you can learn from the experience. Even when things can still go wrong, there is always something positive to be gained by remembering the lessons in life. Especially, you are going to find this balance. This actually not find it. This balance is given to you. Instead of assessing the situation from the point of view of a half-empty glass, consider it from the point of view of a half-full glass. And we have to thank Tao10.net for this explanation of the Tarot de Marseille Five of Cups. Thank you very much. Merci les guides. I want to get a let go message here, s'il vous plaît, nos anges et guides. On top of this world idea here, like you really have, I mean, you start this reading with a very high, not that you have a high opinion of yourself, but you want the world to have a high opinion of yourself, so you may hide what it is that you really believe. You will climb that mountain, and then the next, which will bring great joy. Okay, so stop giving so much importance to how people view you. That was an interesting reading. What are we going to close it with? A message from the season of the witch, Beltane. S'il vous plaît, nos anges et guides d'amour. Okay, we have strength. Here with a wildcat, I mean strength. I'm thinking of a lion, okay, no doubt. I'm thinking of Narnia. There is the energy of Aries here, so a fighter here, the wildcat. Be still and tune in, for there is something aloof lurking alongside you. So don't trust everyone. That's a warning here. And milk and butter. I like that again with a new day here. And that talks about abundance here. Like the silk of one's flesh, I am the giver, I am your eternal. I'm feeling like the energy of the star here, keeping hope, the protection again, the divine, like almost like a, she doesn't necessarily look pregnant, but it could be the beginning of a pregnancy, so be careful with that. That talks about, I'm feeling something very raw in this card. Also, like some great intimacy. Maybe you're ready for this intimacy. Remember, you have this Ace of Cups here. Very nice. I'm not going to get into the reading of the cards because I gotta get going. So, I'm so sorry. It makes me sad to have to cut it short like that. This, a Mother Mary message. S'il vous plaît. Ma petite maman Marie. Which one fell here? Oh, the Phoenix. The Phoenix fell with a renewal. I love this card. Allez, s'il vous plaît, ma petite maman Marie, un petit message pour un little bee. Message for a little bee, s'il vous plaît. Our Lady of the Star Blossom. Again, the hope. Here she is. Our Lady sees your struggles and knows how to help. When you ask for her assistance, you give her permission to intervene in your life. Just like with your angels, okay? Ask for help. They need your permission, but then they will just shower you with all the stuff you need. Pray and you will receive. It is simple to do so. Place a hand on your heart and think upon Mother Mary. You can say, Mother Mary, please help me with this matter and all issues in my life for the greatest good of all beings. So it shall be. I have a lot of prayers in this reading today. I like this. Okay. Gratitude message. But before the gratitude message, I feel like getting another special message. What could we get? Not a spell. Angel guide. Wings of wisdom. How about that? S'il vous plaît. The Holy Spirit, the Shekinah, Mother Mary, Santa Muerte. Will you please give another message for Annie to be here, s'il vous plaît. Nos anges qui d'amour. I just saw the phoenix. Maybe I should not look at the pictures. There we go. S'il vous plaît, nos anges qui d'amour. An extra message here for Annie bees. What do we have? The Garuda. Generosity, spirit warrior, higher love. My warrior spirit courageously and lovingly protects what matters most to my soul. Sorry, I had to look at it. We have another bird here. You have what it takes to surmount the challenges on your path whilst growing in love, wisdom, and strength. You can protect others by being an example of how to live from the heart with courage. The divine wishes to bring you a blessing of love, money, abundance, and spiritual growth. All of that, yes? Trust the brave wisdom within you understands what you need to do. Trust the brave wisdom within you understands what you need to do to be able to receive these blessings. Boldly rise above any negativity or fear in those areas in faith that the universe knows what you need and will provide. I hope I read this in a way you guys understood it, because there was some confusion for me. The color are very springy, but for some reason this made me think of a Christmas tree, so maybe it will take you about this until Christmas time for something. Allez, last gratitude message for un little bee. Ma petite maman Marie, s'il te plaît. Little gratitude message for a little bee. 2. Okay, merci. It's only a day. Each new day is an opportunity to start again. There is always tomorrow. And tomorrow is a gift. Enjoy the routine. It may not be exciting, but it means everything if flowing smoothly. When everything goes well, you can be thankful at the end of the day for that. My sweet little bees, I'm sending you love. I wish you a beautiful Passover to those who celebrate, and I hope to be back sooner than later. Sending you love. Bye-bye.